Okay, what's going on everyone? It's Justin with Audio Experience, and it's time to turn this into this. So we're gonna be installing Luma 710 series surveillance cameras, power over Ethernet. So here's the model. It's the LUM 710 TUR IPHBL, 8 megapixel 4K UHD. This is gonna be like what the final product is gonna look like. And we'll show you the steps from terminating the wire to getting it installed. So now with the camera, what we're gonna do is we're going to take the tool and we wanna just undo the 2 screws on the back plate here. Now, when you get this camera, the ceiling mounting plate is going to be already fitted onto here, but all you gotta do is just take that off, rotate it and pull it off. And then there's 4 holes. You can just drill it right into the ceiling. Okay. Here's where we're going to be installing our cable. So what we want to do is we want to remove this piece here. The instructions say that you should remove the whole waterproof gasket. I don't understand why that is. The only reason we have to remove this is so that we can allow for the cable to pass through this section here, which I'll show you in just a moment. We can save this for later. All right, so get our wire and we're going to plug it in. Okay, I don't use this because it doesn't line up. The hole for the category wire is in the middle, whereas this is over here on the left, so I don't use that. It's not a big deal. Make sure that's through the hole there, and we're going to tighten up these suckers. Don't torque them down, just until they're snug. Now that that's done, our cable's installed. And I did this before going on camera, but there's a little piece here. You just gotta pull that off. You're not gonna need that because the wire is gonna have to go through. These 3 screws here are going to go into the 3 holes up there. See how they have like that gap there? They're gonna go in those 3 holes, and then you rotate. In this case, it's gonna be a clockwise rotation so that they sit in the smaller channels, and that's what's gonna hold this thing in place. This is the way that the plate should look in the ceiling with those 4 screws on the outer side. Feed the rest of the cable up in here. It's always good to have extra. You don't wanna give yourself, I'd much rather be able to just throw this up into the ceiling than have to terminate really close to the opening and then struggle. So it's just better to not have to deal with that. So what we're gonna do is make sure that we line up all 3 holes here, and this front screw, the locking screw, has to be able to be threaded through this front piece right here. So that's what we're gonna be aiming for. So once we insert the camera, we wanna be turning it clockwise. There we go. So now it's seated and we have our camera mounted. Okay, beautiful. What we're gonna do is tighten the mounting screw, which is right here in the front. And so a little trick with this is you have to actually push in to get this to actually start.